The word freedom has a special meaning for these people. For years, they were held as political prisoners in Belarus, imprisoned, beaten, tortured, and starved. Now they are finally free in the arms of their loved ones. I am happy to see my brother. He wrote me letters when I was in the KGB prison. Later he stopped because he was arrested too, but now we will meet. I am still in shock, but I am happy. Those who have been released talk about what they have been through, how brutally they were treated by the Belarusian services loyal to Lukashenko. In this colony, they tortured me in cold blood. It was very cold in the cells, and I was punished for nothing. They tried to break me, to force me to make incriminating statements against my friends. There were moments of doubt, there was suffering, but there was also hope. They took everything from me, even my passport at the penal colony. They made me a new one here. I am exhausted. December 10th will mark 5 years since I was sent to prison. Thank you to everyone who helped us. Thank you for giving us freedom. Among those released from Belarusian prisons are 3 Poles, but the leader of the Polish minority in the Union of Poles in Belarus, Andrzej Poczobut, remains in Lukashenko's hands. For over a year now, no information or news from him has reached his family, his lawyer, or other members of the Union of Poles in Belarus. The leader of the Belarusian opposition, now on the Lithuanian side of the border, greeted her compatriots with the belief that one day they would all be able to meet in a free Belarus.
I welcome all our heroes. Thank you for standing strong and enduring. Yesterday was a very emotional day for all of us. First of all, I want to thank President Trump, John Cole, and Chris Smith. Thanks to their efforts, people walked free. And President Trump was actually right. This was the release of hostages, and we value his personal role in this humanitarian process.
Their release would not have been possible without Donald Trump's firm stance. The American president sent his negotiators to Belarus. American efforts and pressure were instrumental in the release of these political prisoners. One of them, Mykola Statkevich, hated by the Belarusian regime, was also released, but he didn't want to leave his homeland. He sat on the border between Lithuania and Belarus. He was kidnapped by masked men, and his fate remains unknown. It is possible that Lukashenko has locked him up in prison again. At the moment, there are about 1,500 prisoners, and Lukashenko keeps locking up dissidents. The Belarusian dictator treats anyone who does not obey him as a traitor and brutally suppresses any attempts at protest.
Aleksander
Lukashenko treats his political opponents ruthlessly. Among other things, he uses Belarusian prisons for this purpose, where political prisoners are tortured and their mental and physical health is destroyed. Moments like this one don't happen often in Belarus. I would have spent another 6 years in that terrible prison. The mere thought of it terrifies me, and all because of the articles I published in 2020. Thank you for giving me a new life and new hope. Belarusian oppositionists are true heroes. They survived the hell of Belarusian prisons, did not bow to the dictator's pillory, did not allow themselves to be broken. Now, here they are, alive and safe.